We're learning much more about one specific group that has formed over the last few weeks to, in their words, provide protection for local protesters.
And members of this group showed up to the downtown Bloomington protests armed, leading to some concerns. As we've been reporting, those protests were in support of Vox Booker, the black man who says he was nearly lynched at Lake Monroe. News 8's Demi Johnson is here. And Demi, it sounds like not everyone's on the same page here.
Yeah, some business owners, neighbors, and even some protesters say they were uncomfortable seeing guns. The group is called Citizens Protest Response and Safety, Inc. And I got a statement from them. It says, "We feel it is unfortunate that anyone might not understand that our only aim was to prioritize the safety of all people, regardless of their views of protesting, police, and the rights of the Second Amendment." Armed protesters, a sight Burt Ramsey wasn't ready for.
First reaction was, this could get ugly.
Ramsey was at work in downtown Bloomington during both demonstrations. He says he wasn't bothered by it until he saw men with guns blocking traffic.
People get confronted with a situation like that they've never had happen to them. You don't know how they're going to react. They might run you over. They might be carrying themselves.
Protest organizer Patrick Ford tells us he never asked the men with guns to show up, even though they can be seen here addressing the crowd. He says, "I have heard the concern within Bloomington regarding the armed security that surrounded the courthouse square. I am adamantly stating that at no point did I have any sort of communication and/or invite this group to Bloomington. My mission is for peace and prosperity." Members of Citizens Protest Response and Safety, Inc. call themselves well-trained, well-disciplined citizens who believe in providing protesters alternatives to policing.
There weren't any issues as far as I could tell.
Austin Scrotum could see the protest while he was working downtown. He says, if anything, he feels the group added a level of safety.
Their right to carry the guns, and, you know, some of the protesters just got hit with a car the other day. If they feel that they need to protect the protesters there, then that's fine.
Audriana Paster photographed the protest and says her issue wasn't people carrying weapons, but that it didn't look like it was a team effort.
It should be organized with the police, if anything, just that way it doesn't seem like they were just doing this just to intimidate people.
And according to Ramsey, it did.
That absolutely scares people, especially in Bloomington.
Tonight's protest was canceled because of safety concerns surrounding the armed protesters. Patrick Ford tells us he's planning a third demonstration Friday night. He's using tonight and tomorrow to work out the issues. In studio, I'm Demi Johnson for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.